I'm just going to try to make sure everything's good. So say hello when you're here so that I know we've got people. Hope everybody is having a great Friday. I need to turn that off, or else we're going to have beeping the whole time. Okie doke. I think that for the most part we should be good. I may move this up a little bit. Give me a second. I'm just going to move that. Okay. Maybe. This is going to drive me crazy. Thank you. I'm so crooked. Whatever. I'm just going to be crooked. I'm crooked. And I can't fix it, apparently. Mm-hmm. I don't know, I just feel like am I crooked? Do I look crooked? I feel like it could be a little bit closer. I don't know. Maybe. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist when it comes to these kinds of things. Maybe. Got my cameraman here. No, it's crooked.
Is that more?
There we go. There we go. Do it like that. That works. Okay. All right. Thanks for fixing that for me. I appreciate it. I think it's going.
How it looks,
Yeah, it drives me nuts. Hello, Carol and Maddie and Julie. How's it going? How's everybody's Friday nights going? I hope everybody is doing well. I'm just going to unpack my kit really quickly before we start crafting it. Hey, Lori, how are you guys? How's everybody's Friday? I am ready for the weekend. That is for sure. Hello, Deborah and Donna and Lenny's Moose got loose. I love that. So fun. Okay, so what I'm doing today is I'm going to craft our April craft kit. I had a lot of people say that they wanted to do a live and craft, so I figure let's craft it. Let's craft it together, and I think that would be really fun, and just, you know, see what happens. So this is this month's craft kit. The box 1 and box 2, if you didn't know, at the 1st of April, we switched up our subscription box a little bit. So we have 3 different boxes. In box 1, you get the really cute Farm Fresh milk can. My finished one looks like this. So super cute. So in box 1 and box 2, you get this one. And in box 3. This one comes in every single box. So for April, you get this one. And then, and just for box 1, you just get the kit. Box 2, it comes with your paper pad and your craft kit as well. We used to make our own paper pads, but that got very time inducing, and it just took a lot of time. And so I figured we are just going to up the paper pad. We are going to do a pre-made one from Echo Park, and you get additional papers for the same price. So you get now 24 papers in your paper pad. So that's box 2. And then box 3 includes all of this, plus another kit. So for this kit is a super adorable tobacco basket and chicken, which I'm loving. And I think these paired together are so cute. So both of these ones are really easy and simple to make or to assemble because they're just 2 pieces. And I may or may not paint these ones on today's live, just depending on the time and how much time we end up having. But here is chicken number 2, or the chicken in box number 3. And it's really easy too. It just has 2 layers. So those 2 are super easy to put together. This one's a little bit more complicated. And I still plan on doing my regular DIY video showing everything. So if you need a quick reference, you're not having to scroll through the live, which hopefully we're not more than an hour. I'm going to try really hard to keep it short-ish. And this will still be on that video in case I don't get it tonight. And then the other 2 items that come with box number 3 is the chipboard and the ephemera. And these 3 go together. Hey, Lori and Deborah and Donna and Trish and Eleanor. Hello, everybody. I hope that you guys are having a good day and a good weekend. Hey, Elizabeth. So these all coordinate. Some months they may not, depending what we decide to do. But this month they do. So they're all the homemade collection with super cute pigs and chickens and cows. And I am going to make a little banner with this tonight. So I will do that on my tobacco basket. I already have my other one made. So if I don't get to making that one, I'll put the banner on the one that I've already made. So I put paper on the back of my chicken, which I think is so cute. And then painted my tobacco basket. You could glue this together if you wanted, but I just decided to leave them separate depending on what I wanted to do with them. So I am going to put together our milk can for you guys and paint it and get crafting. So if you guys have your kit, maybe you can sit down and craft along with me. Craft on a different project that you may have if you don't have your kit yet. If you are not signed up for our kit, you can go to moredecalandecor.com and sign up. And if you sign up in April, you'll get this kit. So you still have time. For box number 3, though, I am running low in quantities. I only have a couple more, I believe, of box number 3. So if you're wanting box number 3, make sure to go on and snag it before it is gone. I'm just going to separate all my pieces. So in your kit, you should get 2 pieces like this. This is your back and this is your front. And we're going to put them together. But we are going to smush these pieces in between to make it so you can put your flowers in. You can put your wood flowers in there. You could also put some faux flowers in there, which I think would be really fun. So, excuse me. So I am just going to do that. So I already painted this one like a cream with some gray words. I think I may do something different since I've already done this one in this color. What do you guys think about a maybe like a galvanized look to the milk can? I think that would be really cute as well. I wanted to do 2 different versions so you guys could see, 2 different ways to do it. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm trying to decide. I think I'm going to do a lighter gray. And you don't have to paint these since these 2 are going to be smushed in between the other 2. I will paint the sides so it all looks like one cohesive piece, but you don't have to paint that one if you don't want to. It's going to be covered up. You're not going to see it. I'm just using the Americana Gray Sky paint. You're doing, I know, Julie, I need silver. Where is my silver lining? I want lighter than this. Hold on a second. I may grab it. See if it's in here. My other problem is some of my Waverly paints are getting too dry. So I may add some water to it. I need to go buy some new ones. Hold on, I'm going to put water in this. The closest Walmart to me, I'm flinging this everywhere. Of course I am. I cannot tell you how many times I do this. How many times I fling paint everywhere in this room? It's ridiculous. But if you see paint flying, it's just gonna happen. It's just gonna happen at this point. My closest Walmart that carries Waverly is like 20 minutes away from me. And I don't go down there very often. I just need to go down and repurchase the colors that I like. But my Waverly has been, this is a little bit old, so it's a little bit thicker than I would like it to be. Okay. I'm just going to get started. Can everybody see the table okay? I think we are good with that. You'd think I would have, you know what? I'm just gonna go like this. I thought that I grabbed little paint containers and I didn't. So we're just gonna put it on the table. There's paper on it, so hopefully it doesn't leak through. Okay. I'm just gonna start painting my kit. But I hope that you guys are all having a good weekend. What plans do you guys have? We have been super busy getting ready for some new and exciting things. Hello, Beth. Hope you're doing well. We are actually opening up a booth in a store, which I'm really excited for. We are going to go, I don't know if anybody here is from Utah or lives in the area, but we are going to go into the local mall here, into a store called Locals on May 1st, which is really fun, but really stressful at the same time. But I thought it would be really fun to have a local store or a place you could go if you live locally and purchase our products. I've had a lot of people reach out and ask if I do porch pickup or if I do pickup at all. And since we just run it out of our home, we haven't offered it. So now if you live locally and you want to pick it up instead of paying for shipping, you can pick up items there. We're obviously not going to carry every single item that we have. That would be a lot, but we will carry as much as we can in there. Had a rough night on Thursday with all the tornadoes. Oh no, Bev, I hope that you guys are okay. That does not sound like fun. That sounds very scary. I hope that you guys are doing well and that you guys are safe and that everything is okay. Sending all the good vibes and the good prayers your way. Shanita, how to use the Cricut without having to pay for the app. So if you want to use Cricut without paying for the app, I would suggest using a different program to design or to purchase your files somewhere else. You could use design bundles. You could use Creative Fabrica. You can go on Etsy and purchase files off of there, and then you can just upload your SVGs or your files or whatever it may be to Cricut Design Space, and then you don't have to use their stuff. You don't have to use their images, and you won't have to pay for the subscription to Cricut Design Space. That is how I would get around it. In fact, I don't use Cricut Design Space very often. I mostly just download stuff and then upload it. Beth said, it passed over us, but it got a little town called Shawnee about 20 minutes from me, and it destroyed the town. Oh, That is so scary. That is super scary. Well, I really hope that there was very minimal victims. That's really sad. And I'm glad it didn't get to you guys. Man, that's really sad. I've been hearing some crazy stuff about the tornadoes lately. Man. Thank you, Jill. Elizabeth said she just got her very first kit. Woohoo! I hope that you have so much fun crafting it. I think that they're really fun. It's just kind of, it's a very relaxing. You got all your pieces. You can just sit and paint. I like coming up with DIYs and crafts, but sometimes your mind just doesn't want to do it. It doesn't want to think about things. So I feel like these are really good for just kind of something that's already designed. You don't have to try to think of anything, and you can just do it, which I like because my brain is just going 24/7. So anything kind of easy and takes the work out of it is always my kind of DIY. You can be as messy as you want with these. I sometimes try really hard to not get into any of the lines. Obviously, I'm doing that now. But I do have a trick. If you get any paint in any of your engraved lines, you can take a safety pin or a needle or something and kind of scrape that paint out. I'll do it in just a second. I just have to grab it. And I'm going to finish painting this one really quick. And then I will grab it. Except for it's all the way around here, so 1 second. Maybe it was over here. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Oops. Okay. I just have a little needle. In fact, this one may not work because there's super glue. There's super glue all over it. Let's see. I have a small pin that I'm going to use. And you can take that, and anywhere where there's an engraved line that you've gotten paint into, you can just scrape it out. Susan, what mall is the store in? It's in the it's what's called the University Mall. I think it's called University Place now, or I think they've kind of revamped it. So, University Place or something like that. So it's called Locals, and it's in the University Mall, University Place. I don't know. When I was growing up, it was called University Mall. So, but it'll be really exciting. We've thought about other things to carry in there. In fact, I thought about grabbing, doing Dixie Belle inside of there. I've spoken with them a couple times, and I can become a vendor with them. I just have to have a physical location. So I thought that it would be fun to use Dixie Belle or put Dixie Belle in the store. And the woman who I spoke with said that if I have a physical location and I carry Dixie Belle products, I can also sell them on my website. So for anybody who's not local and wants kind of a one-stop shop, we may do that, depending on how things go. Hey, Christy. Aw, Angie. That would be amazing. Maybe the day that you plan a trip to come shop, I will be in the store and we can chit chat and say hello. And I think it would be really fun to hold a craft night. And anybody who is local or, I don't know, passing through can come, hang out, and craft. I think that would be super fun. I wish that everybody just lived close and I could just, I don't know, rent a big place and everybody can come craft for a night. I think that would be really fun. Julie says, yeah, see? Julie, the next time you're here, let's do a craft night. Give you an excuse to come to Utah. Or maybe I just need to like travel around. Give me an excuse to travel. And we can hold some craft nights. Everybody can come craft. Because I don't know about you, crafting with friends is way more fun than crafting by yourself. That's just my opinion. I can't have a quiet craft room. Is anybody else like this? Let me know. Hey, Carmela, how's it going? Do you have to have something playing in the background as you're crafting? I cannot have it be silent. Ooh, Sonia says that Harbor Freight makes a tool with a sharp point that works good in the score lines. Let me know what that tool is, because I would be all over that. I bought some new tools recently, and I'm really excited for them. I'm not typically a power tool kind of girl, because I am not afraid to admit they freak me out just a little bit. But I did get a mini powered nailer, which I'm really excited for. Elizabeth says she really likes her chicken and can't wait to start crafting. I think they're so much fun. I love it so much. And then they're just little pieces you can put out, decorate your house. I think it's fun. But yeah, let me know. Do you guys have to have noise on when you craft? I think I've watched almost every single episode and season of Survivor in the last little bit. That's like my go-to right now while I'm crafting. So if you got any good show recommendations or movies, let me know. Because I can't do it in silence. It drives me crazy. So I'm just gonna sit and talk a lot because I don't have my show on. I need some sort of noise. We also, I think, when we started selling our tumblers, at first, I just wanted to, I thought they were super cute, wanted to see how they would do, and they did really well. And I kept watching all these YouTube videos on how to sublimate and do the tumblers. And so I may buy my own machine, my sublimation printer, and a mug press or are they called mug presses? I think so. Tumbler presses? What are they called? I don't know. But I may buy one and start making my own, which I think would be so much fun. Okay, I've painted those. I think I'm going to galvanize them. Julie says the Marvel movies. Yep, I've done that. I have marathoned those many a times. In fact, my husband Matt hasn't seen all of them, and I tried to make him marathon them with me. Watching all the Harry Potter movies. Yep. Yes, you built a dollhouse watching all the Harry Potter movies. I love that. That's so much fun. Is it a big dollhouse? Oops. And are you guys like me? Do you get paint absolutely everywhere? I swear. I am always a mess after I craft. I am a humongous mess. If you hear some crying, I think my Harvey man may have just woken up. He did not sleep very well last night. And honey, you built a farmhouse dollhouse? Is that what you're saying? My little man's got to get he's got to get ear tubes next week, and he's complaining about his ear hurting again. So he didn't sleep very well last night. I wish I had a natural sponge. This is gonna drive me crazy. So he just crashed like 2 hours ago. He hasn't been sleeping good. So 6 rooms and an attic. Oh my gosh, I love it. That sounds like a blast. I am just taking a natural hair. I just got this from the Dollar Tree. And I'm just kind of dabbing it all on here, kind of mixing between a darker gray and a lighter gray to try to galvanize this up a bit. Julie, he's 3. He has had, let's see, I think in January he had an ear infection. In February he had at least 1 or 2. And I'm pretty sure it was more than that. And then in March, he had an ear infection, went on antibiotics, was done with the antibiotics, and then maybe a couple days later was complaining about his ear hurting again. And so we took him back and he had another, and it was like 3 or 4 within, I mean, it wasn't even 2 months. It was not fun. So he's getting the tubes. Yep, time for ear tubes. Which I'm a little nervous about. Mostly because they don't let the parents in the room when they put them on the anesthesia. Which Harvey's pretty good. He's not, I mean, we took him to the chiropractor because people said that could help with ear infections, and he let the chiropractor just adjust his entire body. I don't know many 3-year-olds that will do that, but he did. So he's pretty good about letting doctors do things. I just worry. I'm just a worried wart with my kids. So it'll be fine. That's what I keep telling myself. Has anybody finished their kits? Have you done it a certain way? I love seeing your guys' finished kits. Everybody does something so different. Everybody has a different idea and a different vision for it. And I love seeing your guys' finished products, because something that you guys do, I'm like, I wouldn't even have thought about that. And they always look so good. So let me know if you have and send me the pictures because I would love to see them. And I try to put them on my Instagram and Facebook stories so that other people can get ideas. So other people can get a little bit of inspiration. What was I doing? Yeah, Jill, that's what they said. We have to be there at 6 a.m., which will be fun. My girls are gonna go spend the night at Grammy's house so that we don't have to wake them up super early. But they said to be there at 6. The procedure would start at 7:30, and it would be like 20 minutes, and we could leave at like 8:15 or 8:20 or something. So they said it wouldn't take very long at all. Jill, did you ever have a lot of kids that just totally freak out? And what do they do if the kids freak out while you're trying to put them on anesthesia? Do they let the parents? I would assume that they can't let the parents go back there since it's like a sterile area. Yeah, that's what they told us too. They said, don't be alarmed if he cries after because he just woke up in a different place and parents aren't there. Hold on. Hey, Harvey. What are you doing? Oh, do you want to come say hi? I just hear them out there crying. Going potty. That's great. Yeah. They also said that he's just got fluid back there. For the past several times that we've taken him into the pediatrician and into the ENT, they've said that he's just got fluid stuck in his ear and it won't drain. It's not infected yet, but that it probably sounds like he's underwater. So that's fun. I just feel bad. Imagine going every day and it sounding like you're underwater. That would just drive me crazy. So hopefully the ear tubes fix everything. I feel like he's also been super grumpy all the time. So hopefully this will help with his grumpiness. Okay, I'm almost done doing this. I think if you have a natural sponge, it looks so much better than doing it with this kind of brush. That's just my opinion though. You can do it however you want. Okay, and then I'm gonna take a smaller, Jill said, I had the same thing growing up. I had to have tubes several times. I didn't even know you could get one once. They can fall out. Wow, I did not know that. How do you know if they fall out? What if they're just like sleeping? Do you have to like go get them checked to see if they've fallen out, or how does that work? The things I'm learning. I feel like I'm just a mom who's winging it. I have no idea what I'm doing. when it comes to kids. My 2 older girls, they've never, I mean, they've had a couple ear infections here and there, but not like him. That's interesting. Well, we'll definitely look out for that. Okay. Let me put a little bit white in here. I want this middle portion to kind of contrast a little bit so it doesn't blend too much in with the rest of the gray. I'm just trying to add a little bit of white. Molly said, my son had tubes put in at 9 months. Eventually their ears get too big for the tubes and they really do just fall out. Interesting. So what fixes it? Do their ears just adjust themselves? Because, I mean, they're not draining. So anytime he gets sick or has congestion or anything, it's like ear infection no matter what. It just happens. That's so interesting. Human bodies are weird. Julie is doing her farm fresh letters in dusk. What is dusk? What brand is dusk? What color is that? I would assume it's a dark color. All right. I just did the middle portion up there. Just a little bit of a different gray. So it would look a little bit different. I'm also going to redo my lines here again, since I got paint in them. And then you also have little engraved lines for the letters. And that helps me to place them evenly, because I cannot tell you how many times I try to glue letters down and it does not work. It's Waverly's light blue gray. Ooh, do I have that? I may have that. I think I do. It's all the way over there though. I think I have that one. Is that called Dusk? Hello? I think that I have that one. And it's really cute. I like that color a lot. See, I'm just well, I don't know if you can tell. I'm just getting in those lines. And then I will move on to gluing things together. Maybe I keep my needle is getting bent. I usually do this with a dowel needle. Doweling needle, is that what it's called? Doweling needle. That's a lot stronger than this, but the one I was using has super glue all over it. So I'm definitely going to check out Harbor Freight though and look for that tool. Yeah, sandstone's new. Okay, so I think that I do have that color because I got it with sandstone and I got it with the pink cloud. And those were all kind of new. Do you guys have issues with those? So, oh, I do. See, look at that. I have Dusk. I knew it. Do you guys have issues with their new ones? I feel like they're not the same formula. I feel like they are maybe a bit runnier. They take more coats. I don't know, but maybe I'm just crazy. Or maybe my other Waverly paint was just so old that it was way thick. Oh. Okay. I'm going to grab my glue. So when you're putting these on, you want to make sure that they are matching up. correctly. So this one, does this one go here? I don't think it does. I think it goes on this side. Yeah. So you want to make sure that you're matching them up correctly. They have specific sides that they go on. So anytime before I glue down, I just make sure that I've got them in the right place. Jill says, the only one I've ever had trouble with was the black. It was really thick and gumpy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've ever had an issue with the black one. Have you guys tried the Hello Hobby paint though? I think that was that almost 2 years ago when that came out? Because all my Walmarts near me stopped carrying Waverly and put out their Hello Hobby, and I don't enjoy it. So I either use Dixie Belle, which I can get online, or I drive to the further Walmart and get Waverly, although I haven't been in there in a while, so maybe, who knows, maybe they stopped carrying it. Did I put this on the wrong side? No, I didn't. Yes, I did. Oh, okay, let's see. Make sure you're paying attention. That's all. The amount of times that I'm not paying attention and I have to redo things happens a lot. And then I always make a big glue mess. I don't know about you, but this is the stuff you don't see while I'm crafting in my crafting videos, is how messy I really am when it comes to crafting. Hey Lori, you are just on time. Do you like using the Walmart brand? I bought a bunch of small samples. Jill, I honestly, I just don't enjoy it. I just felt like it was very thin. Like I had to do lots of layering to get it to cover. I don't know, for me personally, when I'm crafting, I like something to be pretty full coverage because that's less time that I have to be painting over and over and over again. So that's just my personal opinion. Some of these letters are soaking up the paint like 5 coats already. Well, I don't know. I used a gray on that other one. I don't know. I don't know why. I mean, I guess it's wood. It'll soak it up a little bit. I ordered Waverly from Walmart. I haven't tried their paint brand. At least they're small samples. Yeah. I think I bought a bunch to try and review, and then I tried a couple and I didn't end up liking it. So I think I ended up, I don't know what I did with them. I may have sold them just on like my local. I could have just taken them back, but I think we were in the middle of moving at that point. Oh, I didn't think you were complaining. Just whining. You can whine. Everybody needs to whine a little bit. Which paintbrushes, Jill? Give me all the good recommendations. Okay, I've got these on this side. This is a little bit hard to get into if you've got a whole bunch of paint or a whole bunch of glue in here. I like using the wood glue super glue with my kits. I just get this at the Dollar Tree, and this holds them up pretty well. Okay, I've got those on there, so it's going to look like that. And then you can take your other piece and just glue it right on top. So, oops, I'm going to do that. I always try not to use a ton of glue, and it just happens. I try so hard. Oh, I tried so hard not to make a huge mess. Oh, the Hello Hobby paintbrushes. I haven't tried them. I will have to do that. I'm lazy, and I try to buy my stuff on Amazon because then I don't have to go to the store and buy it. I guess I could just always order them online, and then I don't have to go down there. Okay. All right, I try to get this as like on here as best as I can. And then I'm going to set probably some paint bottles or something on top of it to smush it all together while that paint dries, so I don't have any kind of gaps or anything like that. Okay. Maybe it's coming apart. All right. What do I have that's heavy? Well, just to paint. So I'm going to set paint bottles on top to make sure that everything is smushed down while it's drying. And then I'm going to start on the flowers. Okay. Hopefully I didn't move that. All right. While that is going, I'm going to start on my flowers. So I have got, your kit will come with these cute little lavender flowers that I think are adorable. And I'm going to start painting those. And find my lid. Okay, I just used these two colors. These are from Apple Barrel. They're the Petunia Purple and the Lavender, I don't know how to say this. Shayet? I don't know. I don't know how to say it. Sachet. Shayet? I have no idea. This is what I'm going to use. I'm going to use both of these and paint our flowers with these colors. Hello, Mary. Hope you're doing well. Happy Friday. Who is ready for the weekend? I am so very ready for the weekend. Okay. So my flowers always end up taking me a little bit of time because I try really hard not to get the edges, like the brown edges, just because I personally like them. I think that they look really pretty on the sides. I don't know, that's just me. You don't have to. You could paint as messy as you want. But I always try to, I attempt to keep things as neat and nice as possible. What plans do you guys have this weekend? Are you guys doing anything fun? We just did a entryway makeover in our house, and we've got the itch to keep doing makeovers. So we'll see. We may or may not tackle another project this weekend. I really want to, we have a guest, just like a half bath on our main floor. And that bathroom is right next to the entryway. And we did a really pretty green in our entryway, and I'm really tempted to add that paint to that guest bathroom. Have it match. I think that'd be really fun. Julie says, how's your toes? They're better. I can actually walk without doing too much wobbling, without limping too much. I feel like I can walk pretty normal now. I still can't wear my sandals because it hurts too much. So that was not fun. We're also going out of town the second week of May. We are taking the kids to Disney for the first time. So I was a little nervous about if I was going to be able to walk while we're at Disney. Because that would not be fun. But I think it's getting better, thankfully. And I am able to actually walk on it. The dang vase. I had a ceramic. I bought this big ceramic vase from Michael's. And that front room, it ends up becoming my like drop spot for everything. Packages. I take pictures in there for my finished DIYs. And so I'm constantly moving things off tables and onto the floor. And I went in there to grab something last week, and that vase was on the floor, and I tripped over it and broke my toe. So, moral of the story is to pick up your house. Do not leave ceramic vases on the floor. You'll trip over it and get hurt. And then a couple days later, I fell down the stairs. So I think we have some bad juju going on in our house, is what I think is happening. We were all sick multiple times throughout March. I had strep, and then I had whatever else my kids brought home. All my kids were sick. And then I fell down the stairs, or I broke my toe and then fell down the stairs. I need a cleansing on my house, I think. I need some sage. Something to whatever bad luck is going on in my house right now. I am almost done this color. Oh, nope, just kidding. I still have another one. You broke your foot playing putt-putt. Oh my goodness, Jill. That sounds very painful. I have never broken anything in my body until now. Actually, I think I may have when I was like not even one. I think I did something to my arm when I was just a little baby. But besides that, I've never broken anything. So this was my first broken something. And it's funny because it didn't even hurt. I mean, it hurt. Don't get me wrong. It hurt. But it didn't, I don't know. I thought that I just scraped like the top layer of skin off. And then the next morning, well, it started swelling up pretty good before I went to bed because I did it at night. And then the next morning it was super swollen and I couldn't bend it. and it was not a good time. I do not want to do that again. Ugh. Jill says she was in a boot for 6 weeks but wasn't allowed to walk for 4. That is not fun. Did you just have to get a wheelchair? Were you just in a wheelchair? Yeah, I was trying really hard not to walk for a couple days. Mostly just doing work on my computer. But when you've got 3 little kids, that's a little bit impossible. Thankfully, my husband works from home, and so he's able to be here with me and the kids, and he is amazing. He's pretty much the husband and the wife. Takes the kids to school for me and picks them up and gets them ready and all the things. He is pretty amazing. Okay, what else did I do here? Okay, I think I'm done on this lighter purple color. Yes. Matt chased Harvey. You got it. Get a knee scooter. See, I was thinking about that. Oh. Oh, man. That is nuts. See, there's part of me that kind of thinks that being stuck in your room for 4 weeks would be really relaxing. And then there's the other part of me that would find it miserable. But see, after every time I had a baby, those first couple weeks of just being able to sit and do nothing but hold the baby was my favorite thing. Loved it. I didn't enjoy the sleepless nights, but just sitting and turning on a good show and just sitting and holding babies, that was my favorite part. When I had my oldest, my husband was going to school and he was working. Yeah. Watched all the seasons. Yes, Molly, he gets them dressed, he gets them fed, he does their hair, all of it. He gets up in the middle of the night with Harvey when he wakes up in the middle of the night. He does all of it. I always take a really long time to fall asleep at night. I don't know if any of you are like that, but my brain is just going and going and going and going. And my husband can lay his head on his pillow and just fall asleep in 2 seconds. Literally 2 seconds of his head being on that pillow, he is snoring. And I always take hours. So, and I am not, I'm not good when I don't sleep. I'm really not. I'm not a good morning person. You know those commercials where people like hangry? What's like the one for sleeping where you don't get enough sleep, so you're sangry, sleep angry? I don't know, but that is me. So yep, he gets them up, he gets them dressed, he gets them to school, all the things. Yes, you stress about all the things you should be doing. Right. That is very right. I wish I had a secret. I wish that there was some sort of magic that I used to get him to do it. I just got really lucky. He's pretty amazing. he puts up with all of my shenanigans of all of this stuff. He went out and just bought me a table so that I could do this. He's pretty awesome. He's a pretty good one. He's a keeper. So, yeah, I think he's pretty great. All right, I did my purple. Oh, but I want to, well, I guess I'll do my green. Okay, I'm just looking at this to see what I did because I like the way that I made these flowers. And I just used the detail brushes. Hold on, I gotta get some smaller detail brushes. Okay. All right, I want to make my flowers look like this. I don't know how well you can tell, but I really like doing the detail work on these. So I'm gonna start with the darker purple, and I'm just gonna draw little lines around the lighter purple flowers. And honestly, there's no like, I don't know, I just kind of draw little lines. And when I put up my other video, you'll be able to see kind of more up close on how I do it. And I'm going to try to get that up on Sunday so that you have that to reference. But I've been loving doing this. I did it on a bunch of my other lavender pieces that I had with my Easter stuff. And I just thought it was so much fun. Are you in a different space than where you usually film? Nope, I am in my craft room. My table setup is to point down, like the camera points down at my table, and it's right up against my window, so I don't have enough room to kind of do this where you can see me and the table. So I just, he just went to Walmart and bought, this is just a folding table so that I could have another table kind of pushed back, and everything, like my whole setup is on my table. I have a big U-shaped metal, I don't even know what it's called, thing that holds my lights and my camera and everything. So I did not want to try to disassemble that and try to make that work. So I bought a table. And I didn't have to work as hard to be able to make this happen. I don't know if you guys could tell what I'm doing at all, but I'm really just drawing lines. You do not have to be an artist to do this because I am far from it. But I can draw lines. I can do that. Okay, and then I'm going to take a black. I'm just using Waverly chalk paint and ink. And I'm going to go right over those lines with some black. Can I hold it? Yeah, the flowers. Is that what you're asking? Can you see them? Here. So that's what it looks like with just the purple. See, I just drew a bunch of little lines, and then I'm going to go over all of those lines with some black. So nothing crazy, nothing, like I said, you don't have to be a superb artist to do this, actually. But I do find the smaller the paintbrushes when you're doing it, the better. So I always try to find my like really detailed brushes and do it. This one is too big. I'll try this one. I may have to get out one that I already used, which I think I'm going to do. No, that's not it. Is that it? Do you guys ever just have a brush that really works the best? And using any other ones just doesn't really cut it. Kind of works better. I've also been trying really hard not to leave my paint open while I'm crafting. I'm so bad at that. And then everything gets too dried. Everything dries out really fast. So I'm kind of just dipping my paintbrush in and then wiping a lot of it off so I don't have like globs of paint on it. And then I try to go over those purple lines. I don't want to cover them up. I just kind of want to add a little something extra to them. Michelle Howard is asking what my favorite brushes to use are. I get a lot of my brushes off of Amazon. I don't have a brand in specific that's like, oh, you gotta have these brushes. I tend to buy really cheap brushes because I am really hard on my brushes. I will forget about washing them and they'll dry up in the cup, and I don't know how to fix them at that point. I have tried. If you have a magic answer for how to fix crunchy brushes, let me know, because I forget it. A lot of times my crafting is at night and then I'm tired and then I just completely space washing them. So I just go on Amazon and I buy a really cheap pack. I have them in my Amazon store. You can check there for a link or message me, Facebook or Instagram, and I will send you the link. But that's like these big brushes I get off of Amazon, and they come in several different sizes, which I like. There's some pretty big ones, probably like 2-inch ones. And then they go down to pretty small. I I don't have the smallest one here. There's one that's even smaller than this one. And then I buy also another pack of like these brushes that are more detailed brushes, smaller flat brushes, some ones with like a round, curve to them, or they're rounded. And I typically buy them all from Amazon. I'm not enjoying this one though. I have a really small detail brush that works a lot better for this. I'm assuming it's in my bathroom. There's a little bathroom right off this bedroom. And I actually bought, I don't even know what it's called. I think it's like where you wash your dishes and then you put your dishes on them to dry. I bought one of those to put my paintbrushes to dry after I've washed them. And it actually works really well. And then I don't have, paintbrushes all over my counter or using paper towel or whatever. I have a whole cup full of those. I get so tired and go to bed without rinsing them. Yeah. I am the same way. And then there'll be days in between being in here and I'll find them like a week later. And then they're really far gone, and then I end up just throwing them away, which is why I just buy the cheap ones, because what's the point of buying nice ones if I'm just going to throw them away? Julie, no. Don't let your food burn. That's the worst. What you cooking? Tell me all the good things, because I need some good ideas. I am not a good cooking housewife. That is just not, doesn't happen. So tell me all the crock pot meals, because I could really use some of those. Okay. All right. I finished the purple. I'm going to go move on to the green, but just to show you up close what it looks like with the black and the darker and the lighter purple. Hopefully you can see those, but that's just what it looks like. I think it's fun. Just adds a little bit more dimension to it. Some little details. Use that Dawn dish spray on my paintbrushes. Oh, that's a good idea. So like the Blue Dawn. I feel like the Blue Dawn does wonders on everything. Okay, I'm going to use Waverly's chalk paint in Celery for the little leaves. And again, I'm just using a really small detail brush. Another thing that I like using on these small details is acrylic paint pens. The only reason I prefer the chalk paint over that is the finish. Some paint pens can have a very shiny finish to them. That's not always my favorite look. The Power Wash Dawn Spray. Okay, I'm picking some up and I am going to use it next time my brushes are all caked on with paint and dried out. Dawn Dish Spray. Gotta find the little tool at Harbor Freight. I need a pen and I need to write these things down. But I like the finish of the chalk paint. But if it's too small of a detail and painting is going to take forever, then I will choose the paint pens. Julie's having pork chops. Yum. Okay, Julie. Send that to me. Message it to me. I need some good ideas. Matt and I were both just sitting and talking that we really need to eat healthier. We need to be cooking dinner every night instead of taking it through the drive-through, because we're so terrible at that. When you've got 1.5 billion things to do every day, the drive-through is just so easy, but it is so not good for you. I feel I can just tell. Anytime I'm eating food that we've cooked at home that has some actual nutrition to it, I feel so much better than when we are constantly hitting up the drive-through. I feel so sluggish. I feel like I don't have any motivation. I feel so tired all the time. So I'm just so bad at meal planning. I don't know if anybody else is like that, but I am so bad at meal planning. Making a grocery list, planning out your meals. I told Matt that I need to, once a week, meal prep just some really basic things for lunch every day, because then I'm that person that I will forget to eat until like 1 in the afternoon. I wake up in the morning, I get on my computer, and I just start working away. And the next thing I know, it's 1 o'clock. And I haven't eaten, and I'm starving, and I want instant gratification. I just want to eat right away. I don't want to cook anything. And so my mind is automatically like, oh, what can I go pick up? Okay, I will do it. Dump recipes. I'm going to do it. 5 ingredients is perfect. Easy peasy. I'm going to look it up. But yeah, I just need some really simple things that I can meal prep and just have ready to just grab, throw in the microwave, reheat, and eat. That's what I need to do. Okay, green is done. They look like this. So that's those finished. I am going to, what do I want? What color should I do? My clip is falling out. What color should I do the letters? Maybe white? I don't know. Let's see. Since I did the dark background, tell me what color I should do these letters. I think I'm going to do them white. Or should I do them black? I don't know. Tell me. I think I'm going to paint my cow and make it look like an actual cow. I did paper on my other one, and like I said, I wanted this to be different. And since people with box number 1s won't have paper, I wanted to show a way that you didn't have to use paper. So this is what my other one looked like, and my cow has paper on it from the book, from this book, from that. So I just took some paper out of that, and I don't want to open this one. I don't know where mine went, but this one is closed, so I'm not going to open it. But I used paper on that one, and I will show that in my regular tutorial. Moss green, like your, ooh, I like that idea. Okay, I'm doing green. I'm doing a green. That is going to be fun. Okay, which green? What green? Hold on, I think I might have green. I gotta find it. Maybe, hopefully, without totally bumping you guys. Okay, let's see. I just bought a new green. I think I want to do this one. Okay. I'm really tempted to just go underneath this table right now. Oops. Okay. I just bought this green. It is Americana's Aloe. And I think that this would be really pretty with the letters. I like that idea. Good idea, Sonia. I like it. All right. This is why I like crafting with you guys. You guys have such good ideas. Things that I would not think of without you. Let's see if I can get this. Okay. And then I need a small paintbrush. I don't know. I have been super obsessed with greens lately. Like I said, I want to paint my half path with that same green that we did in our entryway. I may paint the actual vanity that color. Or if we can find one already painted that's pretty similar to that color, we may do that. And then I want to do shiplap on the back behind the toilet and the cabinets, the vanity. And then I want to do gold accents, like a gold mirror, gold drawer pulls, or whatever. I think that would be really pretty. I've been seeing people paint their kitchen cabinets green. What do you guys think about that? I think it's really pretty. But my question is, I am always thinking of, you know, if I go to sell my house, am I going to have a harder time selling my house if I do this? Are people not going to like it? Bye, Jill. Thanks for hanging out. Tell your son hello. Have so much fun. See you later. Have a good night. Did I notice the hole on the paper pad? Like the hanging hole? Like this? The hole at the top? Is that what you're talking about? That? It's a hanging, I think that's what you're talking about. Is that what you're talking about? It's for hanging. So you can hang it on, I think it's more for like retail, you know, a retail store hanging it. But I guess if you want to hang it, you definitely could. That's actually a pretty good idea because I have a pegboard right here. And I have so many of these 6x6 paper pads. And I have them all in my drawers right now. Or in my, I have my crate box. And I have them in one of those little cubbies. Thank you, Julie. I'm going to look for those. But hanging them is actually a really good idea. And my the collection kits also have holes in the like cellophane packaging, and I can't get them to all fit in my drawers, so I may actually do that too. Organize them a little bit better. Also, my paper, all my paper, if you didn't know, is all on sale through April. So after April, they'll go back to full price. I have a ton of single sheets of paper that I'm wanting to get rid of. So they are, I think they're like 70 cents or so per sheet. And they're really nice, heavy duty cardstock, front and back designs. Has 2 designs. So all of those, all of my paper pads, all of the collection kits, stencils, ephemera, chipboard, all that good stuff is all on sale right now. I'm going to end up dipping my hand in this paint in just a second. I keep almost doing it. All right, I'm almost done with this. And then I just have a couple more things to paint. Okay, done with the green letters. I'm gonna paint my cow white really quickly. I keep thinking that I have enough brushes, and let me. All right, I'm gonna paint my cow white. I'm gonna make him look like an actual cow, and do some cute little black spots on him. But you can paint him whatever color you want. That is the fun thing about these, is you can do what you want. Paint them exactly how you want to paint them. As I'm getting dirtier. I swear, I always just have paint all over my hands. Okay. All right. I am going to take some black, and I'm just going to use a small brush, kind of wipe a lot of it off, and then just kind of make little, I don't know, little spots. Try to not make them like perfectly round, maybe. Maybe I need a smaller brush, I don't know. Julie, I think fake flowers are really cute in inside. I think it's really fun. I like having different options because then you can change them out. You could do different ones for different seasons. I think that would be really fun. Okay, tell me if it is pausing on you. Oh, there it goes. It went back. Okay. All right, I think I may need a smaller brush. My circles are too large. guys, I am, like I said, I am not an artist by any means. I just kind of wing it. I'm always just kind of winging my projects. So do not feel like you have to be super talented to do this. I may even make him look a little rustic. I may sand him down just a little bit. Okay. All right. Last thing to paint, and I think I'm going to just paint it black, is the bottom This is just the base piece, and I'm just going to do a quick coat of black on here. And then you don't even have to paint the other rectangle because you won't see it either. I'll show you how that all goes together. Okay. All right. I'm just going to, I'm going to paint my hair. I'm going to dry this really quick. You could also paint your sides. For the sake of time, I'm going to wait and do that later, since I've already been on here for an hour and a half, and I was going to try to keep it to an hour. That didn't happen. It didn't happen. Crafting, it always takes so much longer than you expect it to. Okay. I am going to just start assembling everything. So you can't really see it on camera, but I can still see the letter outlines for my letters. One thing to also keep in mind is the letters are different sizes. So farm is a different size than fresh. So I have two F's. One is smaller than the other, and two R's. One is smaller than the other. You are the craft queen. Julie, you are the craft queen. I don't know what you're talking about. I've seen your stuff, and it's pretty dang amazing. Okay. So just make sure that you are putting the correct size down when you are gluing these, so that your letters are all in the right place. Okay, I am loving this green on here. Sonia, I love it. I love it. Thank you for that suggestion. So pretty. Oops, I'm putting out way too much glue on this. Too much. Okay. This takes so much concentration, can you tell? Gotta make sure you're not getting too much glue, which I totally am. I'm making a mess. You have 2 F's. Just found that out. 2 F's. Yes, that they're different sizes. They are different sizes. Is that what you're talking about, Julie? You know, as we've cut them all out, my best friend comes over and she sorts them all for me. She sorts out all the letters for me so she can come see me during the week. That's how we hang out. She comes and helps me work. And she sorts out all the letters and gets everything nice and packaged. So your craft kits were most likely packaged by her. And she's pretty amazing. Okey-doke. All right. Got those letters done. I need this in like a squeezy tube that has a lot smaller tip. I guess I could have cut it smaller, but that would make this so much easier. Like the little tiny like super glue tips, you know what I'm talking about? I need it in those. Oh, you found it out after you glued the first one. See, you gotta make sure. You gotta make sure that they're the right sizes, going in the right spot. Molly, it is so fun. She is the best. She actually, we met in Arizona and she became my person. It was like an instant, oops, way too much. She was just like my instant person. My family all lived in Utah. Matt's family lived in Arizona. But I needed a person. If you have any idea what I mean, it's a soul friend. She is, we say it all the time, we're soul friends. But her husband got a job in Utah. And when she told me they were moving, I told Matt to start looking for jobs. I said, it's time. I said, I cannot live here without her. So it's time to find a job back in Utah. So he did. And we just, they moved and we followed them like a month later. So that's why I'm not in Arizona anymore. My friend left. And I could not live on this earth without her within a 10-minute drive. Yes, Julie, crooked letters do give character. Yours is just unique from everybody else's, which is perfect. All right. I got my letters on there. I'm just going to add my cow. And honestly, nobody would probably even know that your letters are crooked. And yes, Julie does know my in-laws. She lived in their neighborhood. Isn't that so funny? That's so funny. The small world that we live in. Thanks, Molly. They are once in a lifetime friendships. I don't think that I will ever have another friend like the friendship that I have with her. Okay, let's see. Am I making this straight? Sure trying. Let me look at my other one. Okay. Okay. We are almost done. Okay, look at this so far, though. Isn't this so cute? Okay, I'm loving this. All right, you are going to take your little piece like this. You're going to put it right inside the slot at the bottom. And I just try to make mine even. You could glue this in if you want. You don't have to. I didn't on mine so that I could store it easier. I could take it apart and store it. And then you're going to have a little hole in the bottom. And you can slide that right inside just like that. It will stand up. You can then add your flowers. I don't remember. I think I did it like this. You can glue your flowers in. If you choose to glue your flowers in, you might want to do it. Now, I'm going to have to do it with this one. I don't know why it's not wanting to stay. Maybe I'll glue these ones. These ones I didn't have to glue. Maybe I didn't glue this tight enough at the top. Oh, is there a little gap? These ones are not glued and they stay just fine. So I don't know why that other one has a little bit of a hard time. The dust color is not standing out from silver lining. Dang it. It is pretty gray. Well, I mean, they're different. So I don't know. Maybe when they dry, there's just, I have no idea, too much of a difference. Okay. I'm just going to add a little bit of glue in here. Just a tad. And I'm going to glue this flower right there. Let's see. I may even go in with some antique wax and kind of make this look a little more rusty. Okay. Oop. I think it's good. Nope, my flowers are falling out. Okay. Like I said, you could glue these in place. You don't have to, especially if you're going to want to switch out. Like Julia's, how she said that she's going to put some fake flowers in there. So you could either just leave them like this, or you could glue them inside, make them a little bit more stable so they're not falling. These ones can kind of, their leaves can rest on the edge so they stay put. But these ones are totally fine. So there you have it. There are those two pieces. Do you guys want to see me make a banner to put on my tobacco basket tonight? Or do you just want to wait? Yeah, these are going to fall out. I may have to glue these ones down. I don't know why they're falling out so much. And these ones are nice and stuck down in there. So I don't know what's up with that. But if you want to see a banner, oh my goodness. If you want to see me make a banner for the tobacco basket tonight, let me know. If it's getting too late, I understand. And I will just put it, Julie, we'll send a picture. Yes. I will do it in my other tutorial video and show you how you can make a banner with the chipboard that comes in box number 3. So I was just planning on using these cute little banner pieces and making a little banner and putting it on the tobacco basket and having it hang off of it like with some twine. So I may save that for the video, for the regular tutorial video that I put up of the craft kits. And I think I'm going to have that go up on Friday. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I am going to put that in that video. And here is the finished piece. If I could get my flowers to stay. If you don't move them, they stay just fine. That's fun. Okay. But here it is. Here is the finished one. Here it is up close. Isn't that so cute? Like I said, I think I might go around the edges with some antique wax and kind of make it look a little bit more rusty. But that's how it looks. And you can add some faux florals on inside if you want. Just take your flowers out if you didn't glue them down. I glued my middle one down because it was just falling through. But if you don't want the wooden flowers, you could use these wooden flowers for a different project, glue them to something else, do something different with them, and then you can take some faux flowers and just put them right down inside. Especially you can just put the wire inside and then have the faux flowers hanging out, and this is gonna keep falling out, and then switch out your fake flowers for different seasons and whatever you want to do with them. So that's it. That is all I got for you guys today. I think this turned out really cute. Sonia made the best suggestion of painting these words green, and I love it. I think it's so cute. So there's the one that we painted today. And then just to remind you, another way, this is the one that I painted before, and it looks so cute. Sonia's asking if I can make a tobacco basket in my shop. Yes, I sure can. I'm wanting to do a more farmhouse pieces, more farmhouse tier tray sets, more farmhouse larger pieces, and a tobacco basket is on the list. I want a larger one. I want one that's like double the size. So I can definitely do that. Keep an eye out in the next maybe towards the middle to end of May is probably going to be the next time I release new items. Just because, like I said, we're going out of town the middle of or the beginning of May, so I won't be able to do it then. The green it's the Americana Aloe is the paint of the green that I used. I don't know if you can read that at all, but it's just aloe. And I found it at Hobby Lobby. That's where I got that one. But there you go. That's the other one. That's another option with the paper on the cow. And I will show how I made this one in my tutorial on Sunday as well. And then along with it will be the tutorial for the chicken and the tutorial for the tobacco basket. Make some barn quilts. What is that? Like, what is a barn quilt? I'm not sure. Is it like a sign with like the quilted pattern? Is that what you mean? I think I've seen things like that. So it'd just be like a sign with like a quilted pattern on the inside. Is that what you mean? If not, I'm totally butchering what you're meaning. Well, let me know. Let me know if that's what you mean. You can also send me an email or Facebook or Instagram and send me a picture, and then I can look at it and see if we can do it. But yeah, these will be in our Sunday video, just the regular tutorial on how to make these like barn stars. Maybe I know what you mean. I'm not sure. Send me some if you can send me some pictures. Send me some pictures to my my customer service email. Let me I don't know if I can. Oops. I don't know if I can type it in here. If you know my customer service email, it's just more decal and decor it's customer service at moredecalanddecor.com. Or find me on Instagram or Facebook and send me some pictures. Thanks, Sonia. Okay, that is it. So that's all I got for you guys tonight. Keep an eye out for that video on Sunday, and I will show you how I make a banner with our ephemera. That is in box number 3, and you can see that full tutorial on how I make those other ones. If you guys are not signed up for our subscription box, I will leave a link in the comments, or I'll leave a link down in the description box. You can come back later and check the description box, or you can go to moredecalanddecor.com and sign up for box 1, box 2, or box 3 and get this super fun kit. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and chit-chatting and having fun and crafting. If you guys like these live crafts, let me know and I will definitely do more of them. If you guys like me doing the live crafts of our craft kit, let me know and I'll try to have those done. I'll try to do those maybe like the 3rd week of every single month, and we can hang out and craft together. And yeah, that's all I got. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for hanging out. I hope that you guys have a fantastic rest of your Friday night and a great weekend. And I will see you on Sunday. Let's see how I can turn this off with. See you later.